It is rare to find an HVAC system of any size that will perform to its utmost without the benefit of testing, adjusting, and balancing. Most buildings experience changes in internal loads after being designed and built. To achieve energy-efficient systems, comfortable environments for building occupants, and optimal indoor air quality, testing, adjusting, and balancing is essential to the HVAC system installation.
And we need trained technicians that have the ability to overview the whole total concept of the system and understand each component of the system and how each component affects the other parts of the system.
At the very highest level of HVAC technical skill and knowledge is the journeyman sheet metal worker who has achieved national certification in environmental systems. They are the Testing, Adjusting, and Balancing Bureau certified technicians. Sheet metal industry certification of TABB technicians is done by the National Testing, Adjusting, and Balancing Bureau Certification Board, which is sponsored by the Sheet Metal Workers International Association, the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors National Association, the Test and Balance Institute for Certification, and the International Training Institute for the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Industry. Individual hands-on training through the International Training Institute produces knowledgeable professionals trained to SMACNA standards, experts at making sophisticated HVAC systems function to their optimum design.
As our employees understand more about the systems they're installing, they can make decisions and corrections in the field as they're doing the installation. So it's very critical to me as a contractor to have employees that understand how the systems operate. And the testing and air balance training that the International does is more hands-on, allows people to actually do testing applications, balancing applications, and learn some of the art form that's involved in that particular type of work.
A TABB certified technician completes an ITI-approved TABB training program or works at least 2 years as a TABB technician and passes a rigorous written test and a 2-day hands-on performance test. The technician must work at least 600 hours per year in TABB work to maintain certification and must meet the criteria for recertification every 2 years.
There's other agencies that certify the supervisors involved in the balancing field. However, the TABB certification program is the only one that actually certifies the technicians. It's a completely legitimate test that taxes the limits of their knowledge and their abilities. So they have to know what they're doing before they can go through the certification and pass it.
I think the certification of the TABB technician is very important. It's more important than the certification of the firm itself because we really need that person out in the field to do his job or her job properly and to report back to us so that we have confidence in our design.
I think the major change that we see today in building systems is the level of technology and complexity of systems. They've increased enormously. And what it requires now is basically very professionally trained technical people to evaluate those systems and make sure that they're properly operating.
The whole idea of digital controls has given us the ability to sense a number of factors, control factors, and to relate those factors to how we can optimize the system best. So what we need to do is to have technicians with skills with the ability to match the systems that they're working with.
TABB training and certification centers are located at local union JATCs across the United States. These state-of-the-art facilities offer real-world training on a variety of air and hydronic systems using the latest digital test instruments. But the most important tool in the TABB training and certification program is the professional TABB instructors, experts in the field of testing and balancing.
The instructors are the ones that train the technicians that go into the field. So their training reflects directly on that. You can't expect to turn out a competent student unless the teacher is confident in his job.
The JATCs around the country are offering some of the best products available out there in environmental balancing. No one else has the programs that we have to offer.
An HVAC system that is not set up properly can create an uncomfortable and sometimes hazardous environment for building occupants, and also cost the building owner or manager a lot of money to run.
In energy management, you need the ability to fine-tune systems these days. That's the whole essence of energy management, is fine-tuning. Especially with this design-build process, is you're looking at a performance. You need to define the ultimate performance of the system without defining necessarily all the details. So you need to have somebody who's trained to set up the systems, who understands what the ultimate function of these systems is going to be and how the owner wants to optimize the operation.
The knowledge and skill that TABB certified technicians possess allows them to go into any building, balance the HVAC system, diagnose problems, and make these systems function to their most efficient design.
As an engineer in the profession, the role that I play is in the design of the system. I rely on our contractors to a great degree to tune those systems. Without the tuning, all the engineering, on all the thought that went into how all the integrated subcomponents and components go together, won't come to fruition.
Engineers, architects, and building owners are relying on ITI TABB certified technicians, who are the mark of excellence in the HVAC industry.